Alright, YouTube, what's going on? This is a recap of what I've already done. This is a video that I'm doing on how to clean a Richie compass. This might apply to other compasses. This came off of my boat. When I was on YouTube searching around, I didn't see any videos that said anything about this or showed how to do it, so I figured I'd make one now. As you can see, this is already clean, so I've already done it. I didn't think about doing a video at the time on how to do it. I just wanted to get it done, so I proceeded to start the project without filming it. And then afterwards I thought, well, you know what, let me contribute to YouTube, since YouTube has done so much for me. It's a great tool for DIYers like myself. I go on there a lot. I use it a lot. Look at a lot of videos, subscribe to a lot of people out there who are doing some good things out there, have some great videos on several different things. So I figured, why not, let me go ahead and contribute myself and do one to put out there. So the problem was that my compass had gotten fogged up on the inside. I figured that out because I tried to wipe the outside, tried to polish it, and it was still foggy. So I looked at the price of these online. They were on eBay, Amazon. They're going anywhere from, like, I don't know, $60 to $70. So I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and try to open this thing up and clean it up myself before I spend that money. And if for whatever reason I mess it up or I can't do it, then what the hell, let me go ahead and pay for it. At least I know that I tried. So a couple of things. You're gonna need a heat gun. You're gonna need some type of blade, either a box cutter or something similar to this right here. I got this from Lowe's. It's a pretty sharp blade. That's what's critical. It needs to be a sharp blade. And one thing I didn't do, which I recommend you guys do, grab a permanent marker, alright, and just mark one part of it. Put a little line or something right around here. That way you know when you take this cover off where you have to line it up back to. Okay, I think that's something very important. That way it'll seal nice and tight when you get ready to put it back together. So the first thing I did was I took my heat gun and I started heating where these two parts meet. This bottom part and this top cover, they meet right here. Okay, so I went slowly at a nice distance and I started heating this up all the way around. You don't want to leave it in one spot too long because this is plastic. It will melt and it will probably damage it, warp it. So you want to be very careful with that. The point here is to break up that glue or that cement that's keeping these two parts together. So once you do that, you grab your sharp blade here, and what I did was I started slowly getting in there in between these two right here. Okay, put the blade in there and started breaking the two parts apart. Started cutting that glue up in between there, where you can see right in between here. And once I did that, it came loose pretty easy. After that, the best thing to do to clean it up is use some type of headlight cleaner. I'm gonna show you what I use. I'm not promoting this. This is just what I use, and it worked for me. This is New Lens Cleaner by Mothers. Picked it up from AutoZone. I use it for my headlights, and it works great. You don't have to do the entire process with all the sanding and all that. All I did was use the actual liquid, the polisher, and applied it to the sponge. And once I took this apart, I put it on my drill and I just put some of that polish in the sponge and went to work inside of it. Then I grabbed a microfiber rag and finished up polishing it. Once I did that, the next step, which I haven't done yet because this thing's been sitting here, I haven't really finished this project yet. It's been sitting here for a while. What I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna put glue all the way around, because man, if I need to take this thing apart, then that's going to be more work that I have to do. So I'm going to just use some crazy glue, and I'm going to do probably 4 or 5 spots of glue around here, you know, just to get a nice hold on it, on this compass. Obviously, this is a marine compass, so it's going to be exposed to the elements. You're going to have water, moisture, sun, all that hitting it, and you don't want moisture getting in here because you'll probably end up with that same problem where it's fogged up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some silicone and just go all around here and just put a nice little bead of silicone all around it. That way I can ensure that no moisture will get in there, and hopefully, you know, it'll keep it nice and clear for a long time. Now, as far as it going back on the boat and properly working, I don't know. I mean, the video's not about that. The base does have some calibration screws. It may need to be calibrated. I'll find out when I put it up there. But the best thing for me to do is I'm just going to compare it to another compass. I'm going to have another compass. I'm going to set it in the same position, and I'm going to check and see if they line up. If not, then obviously it's going to need to be recalibrated. So, you know, we'll just have to see what happens when we get to that point. But I hope this helps. I haven't seen a video like this on YouTube of anybody doing this. There might be some on there now, since I'm redoing this probably like a year later now. I'm redoing the video. The first one was crappy. I get it. You know, I wasn't trying. After I looked at it, it was done. I was like, this looks crappy, but I was too lazy to go ahead and do it back another one. I'm not trying to make money out of this, man. I'm just trying to help people out and contribute. So hope this helped you guys. Peace out.